A very good evening to you wherever you are watching us from. My name is Abdulrazak Ali. We have a lot lined up for you, but first let's have a look at some of our top stories. Fierce battle erupts between Al-Shabaab and government forces in Balad district. Somali army chief engages UN officials to boost security transition. President Mohamud announces three-pronged strategy to defeat Al-Shabaab. 9 killed in deadly attack by Ga'al-Libah rebels in Somaliland's Sahel region. Welcome back. General Ibrahim Sheikh Muhyiddin, the commander of the Somalia's armed forces, has recently held a crucial meeting with senior officials from the United Nations office in Mogadishu.
General Ibrahim Sheikh Muhyiddin, the commander of the Somali National Army, recently held a crucial meeting with senior officials from the United Nations office in Somalia. The meeting, which took place in the capital city of Mogadishu, focused primarily on the second phase of the reduction of African Union Transition Mission in Somalia ATMIS forces. During the productive discussions, the head of the United Nations Support Office in Somalia, UNSOS, Akaira, reaffirmed the UN's unwavering commitment to providing crucial logistic support to the armed forces of Somalia. This commitment aims to enhance the capabilities of the Somali army in its ongoing efforts to improve security and stability in the country. One of the key points of discussion centered around finding ways to enhance coordination and cooperation in the implementation of United Nations Resolution number 2687/2023. This resolution emphasizes the duty to withdraw ATMIS troops and highlights the importance of a smooth and efficient transition process. The meeting's timing comes as the Somali government is currently preparing to undertake the second phase of its operation to liberate Galmudug and Hirshabelle areas. The president, who is currently in the city of Dusmareb, has taken personal command to guide the completion of the first phase of the operation and oversee the successful commencement of the second phase. The support provided by the international community, particularly the UN, is paramount in ensuring the Somali forces' ability to effectively liberate the areas currently under the control of the militant group Al-Shabaab. The Somali government's efforts to combat Al-Shabaab and establish peace and stability in the region have been commendable. However, the complex security situation and the significant challenges posed by the group necessitate international assistance and collaboration.
Meanwhile, in an address from the city of Dusmareb, the capital of Galmudug state, President Hassan Sheikh Mohamud of the federal government of Somalia has unveiled a comprehensive plan aimed at defeating the militant group Al-Shabaab.
In an address from the city of Dusmareb, the capital of Galmudug state, President Hassan Sheikh Mohamud of the federal government of Somalia unveiled a comprehensive plan aimed at defeating the Al-Shabaab, acknowledging that a purely military approach had proven insufficient. President Mohamud outlined three crucial pillars that form the foundation of his government strategy to end the protracted conflict with Al-Shabaab. Highlighting the need for a clear and well-defined policy, President Mohamud emphasized the importance of solely relying on military operations to combat Al-Shabaab. The first pillar of the strategy entails the continuation and intensification of military efforts against Al-Shabaab. While military operations will persist, the head of the state stressed the need to complement them with the second pillar, an ideological war. This approach aims to challenge and confront the militant ideology propagated by Al-Shabaab in order to weaken its influence and recruitment efforts. The president called upon the citizens of Somalia to stand united and resolute, emphasizing that their perseverances will ultimately lead to liberation from the clutches of Al-Shabaab. Mr. Mohamud further disclosed that the districts of El Bur and Galhareri are the remaining two areas to be liberated in the first phase of the fight against Al-Shabaab. Once these districts are under control, the second phase of the operation will commence without delay. Mr. Mohamud urged the Somali people to remain steadfast and united. He emphasized that the group's actions did not represent true religious practice, but rather a calculated manipulation of vulnerable individuals.
A violent clash has erupted between the government forces and the militant group Al-Shabaab in the Basra area near Afgoye, according to reports emerging from Balad district. Local media reported that the confrontation was initiated by Al-Shabaab fighters who launched an attack on government army base in the area.
A violent clash between government forces and Al-Shabaab militants has erupted in Basra area between Balad and Afgoye, according to reports emerging from Balad district. Local sources indicate that the confrontation was initiated by Al-Shabaab fighters who launched an attack on a government army base in the area. The battle is ongoing, with sounds of gunfire and utilization of various weapons echoing throughout the Basra area, which lies in close proximity to the capital city of Mogadishu. Several security forces are actively engaged in the combat. The Harmaat Forces, National Intelligence and Security Agency, and the police military forces, recently entrusted with a significant portion of the capital's security responsibilities, are all participating in the conflict. While the extent of the losses incurred in the battle remains unclear, government officials have confirmed that they have successfully repelled the attack by the Al-Shabaab fighters. They further reported the elimination of several militants and the injury of others who were involved in the assault. The fighting zones have already been reclaimed by the Somali government following the expulsion of Al-Shabaab, who had previously held control over the Basra area and its environs near Mogadishu. Recent days have witnessed a series of attacks and target killings orchestrated by Al-Shabaab members within Mogadishu. Simultaneously, government forces have been conducting operations to enhance security and maintain law and order. In a separate incident, the military apprehended an armed assailant responsible for the murder of businessman in the Hodan district of the Banadir region. The swift action taken by the army demonstrates the government's commitment to combating criminal elements and ensuring the safety of its citizens. Al-Shabaab is a militant group based in East Africa paramilitary operating in Somalia. The group emerged in the mid-2000s and is known for its affiliation with Al-Qaeda. The group has been responsible for numerous acts of violence, including suicide bombings, assassinations, and guerrilla-style attacks. They have targeted government officials, security forces, and humanitarian workers and civilians. The group has also carried out high-profile attacks in neighboring countries, such as the Westgate Mall attack in Nairobi, Kenya in 2013, and the Garissa University College attack in Kenya in 2015.
Elsewhere, the authorities in the breakaway region of Somaliland have reported a deadly attack by Gaalibah mountain rebels on a police force in the Godayar district of Sahel on Friday.
Authorities in the breakaway region of Somaliland have reported a deadly attack by Gaalibah mountain rebels on a police force in the Godayar district of the Sahel region. According to Police Commander Mohammed Adan Dawagale and Interior Minister Mohammed Kahin Ahmed, the ambush resulted in the loss of 9 soldiers' lives and left 17 others wounded. This incident has sparked concerns about the prevailing security situation in the region. Commander Dawagale, who addressed the media, revealed that the police force was en route to Godayar when they fell into the rebels' trap. The assailants, who outnumbered the army, launched a fierce attack, catching the soldiers off guard. The unexpected assault resulted in the tragic loss of 9 soldiers and left several others injured. Commander Dawagale further emphasized that the army had no prior indication of potential violence and they were not authorized to engage in combat. The soldiers were undertaking a routine trip when the ambush took place, leaving them vulnerable to the rebels' aggression. The attack has raised questions about the region's overall security preparedness and the potential need for enhanced protective measures. Following this devastating incident, Commander Dawagale declared that the police force now possesses the authority to take appropriate action against the perpetrators. He stressed that the duty of the police force is to defend themselves and protect the nation. This significant decision aims to equip the police force with the necessary means to safeguard their own lives and ensure the security of the region. Minister Mohammed Kahin shed light on the challenges faced in responding to such attacks. He mentioned that the authorities had refrained from taking immediate action due to requests from merchants and businessmen in the area. Criticism has emerged from the presidential candidate of the Wadani party, Abdurrahman Iro, who accused the peace efforts of favoring one side over the other. In response to the tragedy, Abdurrahman Iro, during his media address in Boroma, appealed for a peaceful resolution to the escalating situation. He urged the armed rebels to lay down their weapons, emphasizing the importance of dialogue and negotiation in fostering lasting peace. Iro's plea reflects the urgent need for a diplomatic approach to end the violence and restore stability in the region.
Thank you so much for watching Dalsan TV English News. My name is Abdulrazak Ali and have a lovely evening.